So far, our learning of WordPress dashboard was mainly around content editing. Now we will learn some settings and configuration related stuff. Settings menu is at the bottom on the left. There are different kinds of settings like general, reading, writing, etc. With content editing skill and knowing how to change different settings in the site, you will get the necessary confidence to become a WordPress professional. Click on the settings and you get this screen. It is the general settings screen. As you can see, there are several options to configure, which applies to all over the site, and a Save Changes button at the bottom of this form. I am going to show you this general settings from my local installation. So far I have used the free WordPress.com site to show you content editing. It has some limitations with settings. Free version do not offer all the settings. If I show you from my own installation, you will know what you will get when you are going to work with an actual site. I have created this my local WordPress.local site in my laptop. Settings menu is at the bottom left, and I click on General. This form is the same as we have seen in WordPress.com, with some additional fields. At the top of the form you see two fields, site title and tagline. In the site, this title and tagline is at the top for the current theme. Let's change the site title and tagline in the dashboard. Let's give the site title, I am a WordPress dashboard ninja. And let's give the tagline, learning by doing is the best. After making the changes, click Save Changes button at the bottom. A settings saved message will appear at the top. Reload the front site, and we can see that site title and tagline at the top has changed. Let's go through other fields in the settings. After the tagline field you can see two fields, WordPress address URL and site address URL. These URLs will be the same unless you have installed WordPress as a subdirectory of another website. As always, you will get concise texts in the help section. Do not worry if this kind of setting makes no sense to you at first. Either you do not have to work on these technical things, or it will be clearer as you gain experience. Then the administration email address of the site, and then the membership checkbox. If you want to enable public registration in your site, then you have to check the box. Let's see what I mean by public registration. This is the admin login page when the registration is not open publicly. Take a note on this lost your password link, nothing beside it. Now I check this box and save. I reload the login page, and you can see a register link appeared before lost your password. Click on this link, and it will take you to this register screen where anyone can register with username and email. Let's uncheck the box and save changes. You can now see registration is disabled and also a message showing registration is not allowed. Then the drop-down of user's default role. If registration is allowed, a user will be created with this default subscriber role. You can choose another role as the default role by changing the drop-down. Site language drop-down allows you to choose another language as the site language. Built-in texts from WordPress will be translated in your chosen language. Built-in text means all the texts you are seeing in this dashboard. Also, if any text in the front site comes from WordPress core, that will be translated. Time zone drop-down will determine in which time zone your post publish date will appear. Date format radio determines how date will be shown. Change the radio button, and you will see a preview of the date format. Just like date, time can also be shown in different formats. If the pre-configured date and time format do not meet your need, you can customize using custom input. A details guide about formatting is also linked here. That was all about general settings. If you have local installation, make some changes and see effects. If you are using WordPress.com free site, feel free to experiment. Though all the settings are not available there, still you can understand the cause and effect of settings changes. Let's move to the next lecture about writing and reading settings.